Man, boy, man. Triple G's getting a lot of criticism about them gloves, man. This thing is just it's exploding in his face, man. About 30,000 people have seen Travis Scott's boxing video about them gloves. As soon as I saw it, I've always, man, I don't know, I've never really talked about this, man, but I've always, like, felt weird about them gloves. Like, I thought I was just the only one just thinking this shit, man. When I was watching, especially when I was watching this Dominic Wade fight, man. I mean, the fight was already fucked up as it is, man. Triple G was just fighting this deer. I mean, he's not even a good. I mean, he looked like a deer, man, like a weak deer. Like he looked like it was hunting season, and Triple G was just hitting this guy, and he was just gonna, it's just like a hunting. It's like open season, it was just easy work, man. This guy just came in there and laid down. And now I see why. I mean, like, if you're wearing small ass gloves, the motherfucker that already hits hard has no cushion in his fucking knuckle. And he's constantly hitting you. Arms, shoulders. Like, that shit hurts, man. That shit hurts. I was sparring with this guy one time. The motherfucker's wearing 10-ounce gloves. And I'm wearing 16-ounce gloves. I never noticed, but I kept... And when you're sparring, you don't really put on fighting wraps. Like, you just put on regular wraps, and they don't really cover your knuckle that much, because, I mean, when you're sparring, you're supposed to wear 16-ounce gloves anyway, and I didn't notice, man, but after my coach told me, like, in the second round, he told me, like, this motherfucker's wearing 10-ounce gloves, he could barely hit you, beat this motherfucker's ass, I started thinking to myself, oh, shit, no wonder I kept, like, every time I would block a punch, that shit would hurt my shoulder, like, the next day I had bruises, man. That shit ain't no joke, man. Wearing smaller gloves than your opponent, like, I mean, they weigh the same. They have to weigh the same, or else the commission wouldn't allow it. But if the glove has less padding around the knuckle area, you're gonna feel that hand wrap, that hard knuckle, and it's gonna hurt. And it's a matter of time till he starts cutting people's eyebrows. Look at Rosado, man. That motherfucker's eyebrow was fucked up. I mean, what I did notice though was when he fought David Lemieux, they were wearing the same gloves, and I have a little theory on that. I think since he was Oscar De La Hoya's fighter, we all know Oscar De La Hoya is a way bigger promoter than K2, so he was like, we ain't having that shit right here, boy. We're gonna wear the same gloves. So as you see, they were both wearing Grants. Go back and watch the fight, and their gloves look exactly the same. But if you look at this shit right here, this Dominic Wade resembling of a deer. This motherfucker's wearing pillows, man. It makes his gloves look like he's wearing sparring gloves. Triple G's over here wearing fucking MMA gloves. Like, come on, man. You see it. I mean, I don't know. Like Willie Monroe said, is if you see it, it makes sense, right? You see that shit. Like, it's right there. Like, it's not a trick. Like, it's not. We're not making this up. We're not saying. Well, I'm not saying his gloves are loaded. I'm just saying they look smaller. I'm not saying he's taking steroids because I can't prove that. But what I can prove is that them gloves look smaller. Like, you see them, they look smaller. That's what I can prove. I mean, you guys just choose not to believe it, man. And it's sad, man, because this motherfucker, from Triple G fans, this dude could get away with anything, man. Anything this dude could get away with. Fuck.